Visitors at PopCultureMadness.com.
I'm Ben McLean, and I play drums for Machine Head. Usually.
Usually?
Usually.
Okay, so what's the usually?
Well, all the time. But.
Okay. Just wondering if there's like a secret side project going on.
No, there's not. No secret side projects or anything.
So, you're a little ways into this tour right now. So how are you enjoying it so far?
It's great. This is the American leg of it, and we've already completed the European and the UK leg, and we did that in November and December. And it's amazing, it's been a long time since we've been able to headline. It's probably like we hadn't headlined for I think like 4 years.
Yeah, because you guys are out on Mayhem.
Last
Mayhem,
year, and then Metallica,
okay.
and we were out. We've just been doing so many things, Megadeth, and so many opening slots. So it's great, to nothing, not that we don't like doing the other things, but to be able to play almost 2 hours as opposed to half an hour.
Oh, right.
And when your songs some of them are 10 minutes long, it tends to eat a lot of your set time away. So it's going great, like this American tour has been like one of the best that we've done in a long time. So
that's good to hear. It was so awesome. You had that 13-year-old boy come on
and
rock out the other night.
That's
that was so
crazy.
Cool.
Yeah, really ballsy. I mean, he had this poster out in the audience. He was with his mom, and we'd had this guy in I think it was in Vienna, Austria, and he had the sign like, "Let me play Aesthetics of Fate." So we brought him up, and so it doesn't happen. That's like the second time it's happened. So this little kid, and he gets up on stage, and man, I was telling the guys like, just he played really good, but just to have the balls to get on stage with one of your favorite bands, it's like the kid's gonna be he's gonna be a rocker for sure.
Absolutely, that's probably made his whole life. Now it's like one of his memories.
I got to talk to him and his little brother who plays drums, and then his mom. Brought him to the show, and and she almost didn't even bring him to the show, and he
next thing you know, the signs he could be like, "Can I play drums?"
Yeah.
So you're still currently touring behind Unto the Locust, right?
Yep.
So how has that album met your expectations?
I mean, for us, the record was, coming off of the Blackening and how successful it was, and like such a meaningful record to the band, because it really what Through the Ashes did to basically get us back on the map, and what the Blackening did was give us this whole new generation and kind of revamp like our fans that we had before, and took us into this level that the band's never been in before, and so making a follow-up to the Blackening was really important to us, and to not go in and do the same record again. So we're really happy with it. We felt like we did just that as far as like the progression that we made from Through the Ashes to the Blackening. We feel like we've done that now, and people are digging what we're doing, and so that's all you can hope for.
Of course, I think it's always important to keep evolving too. There's always going to be fans that are going to have negative things to say and positive. It's just it depends on the ones that stay with you. So.
Yeah, and the new fans too. I mean, there's there was a period of time from when I joined on The More Things Change till up until we did Through the Ashes, where since Through the Ashes, like, we just have these younger and younger fans, and they're all singing all the new songs, and it's really cool to because you want to keep your older fans happy too.
Right.
You don't want any of your fans to disappear, but it's also good to have that next generation.
Oh, of course. Well, that's what's next.
Yeah.
So what kind of touring plans do you have into the summer? Do you have any festivals playing? Are you guys doing are you doing Soundwave?
Yeah, we're doing Soundwave right after this. Yeah, we have one day off, and then we fly to Australia, do that, and then we come back. We're planning a second U.S. leg, where we kind of just want to go in and hit a lot of the smaller markets. This is this is more of like a kind of a major market tour. So we want to do something where we kind of, you know, we haven't done that in a long time, where we go back in and just play like, you know, secondary markets. So we really want to do that. And after that, it's festival time in Europe. So we're doing, you know, Downloads, Sonospheres, Rock and Park, Rock and yeah, it's like just a whole summer of, you know, of just festivals. So
that's great.
Yeah.
That's definitely great. So what area of the country would be like the most surprising, where the fans are like the craziest, even in some of those secondary tier areas, I guess?
Well, I mean, we've had some, like, you know, I mean, just places that, you know, yesterday we played Baltimore, and you know, in the past we've had, you know, some not so great shows there, and yesterday was just, the turnout was amazing, you know, and you just get it. Like Denver for us was like the start of the tour, and it was just insane, you know, just, you know, St. Paul, crazy shows, and, you know, they've all been pretty killer.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Hopefully Philly will be on that list.
Philly's always on the list.
So, what would be one of the most surprising influences that we would learn is like an influence behind Machine Head's music?
There's so many. I mean, there's you know, from the three of us, me, Phil, and Rob, when we're writing the music, it's you know, there's things with Rob that will be kind of you know, crazy stuff like, you know, My Chemical Romance or something, you know, or, I mean, he listens to a lot of hip-hop stuff. He's always very rhythmically thinking, and like me, there's you know, I'm a huge country music fan, so there's, you know, like, just, I don't know, just crazy, you know, we all just listen to different stuff and take things from other things, just, you know, maybe certain notes or whatever, melodies that you wouldn't normally have in metal,
right.
Kind of like just kind of take them and make them your own into a metal song.
No, I can definitely understand that. It's hard too, because some people feel like they get boxed in like one genre, and it's like you have to kind of have a respect for like every different type of music out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think that happens a lot, especially in metal, where people, you know, a lot of metal bands get into other things, like, you know, maybe more mellow stuff, or just, you know, whatever it is, just because it's such an aggressive form of music, you know, and you're kind of like, listen to metal all day and night is...
Right, of course. It's so funny that you bring that up, too, because I had another Who shall remain nameless metal guy, like, say to me that his main influence were, like, Huey Lewis and Lady Gaga. And, I mean, so many people from, like, seeing that interview, they were like, are you kidding me? Oh, my God, that's so wrong, you know, but...
Yeah, so it's not the right thing to say into a metal form, I guess,
right.
But, you know... But he's right, like, those people, like, Lady Gaga is, like, one of the best musicians around right now, you know? I hate her for whatever she does, but, you know, she's a great performer. She's got an amazing voice. She's a great songwriter.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
So when did you first develop a love for drums?
When I think I was 11 years old. I was in San Antonio, where I grew up, and met this kid at school who happened to live like 3 houses down from me, and walked home from school one day and went into his house, and he had a snare drum set up in the living room, because he was in the school band.
Oh, okay.
And I saw it, and that was it. That was the start, and right around there, that's when I discovered Kiss from my sister's record collection, and that's history.
So what is the first album you purchased with your own money that you didn't steal from your sister?
It was definitely a Kiss record, and yeah, everything for like the first year was really nothing but Kiss stuff. Like, my dad actually, we went to the mall one day, he practically begged me to go in there and buy something else that wasn't Kiss.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, I'll buy you anything as long as it's not a Kiss record. And I went in, and this is the late 70s, and went in and saw the cover of Boston, Don't Look Back. About that one.
Nice. So I know you touched on this like a little while ago. I know a lot of people can label The Blackening as kind of a pivotal album for you guys. How do you feel about the overall evolution of Machine Head's music?
I mean, I definitely think we're definitely a band that you know, we know where the band came from, and you know, the band came from a bunch of different styles of music, you know, and at the time Rob made Machine Head because of, you know, he wanted to do a metal band in the midst of all this, you know, like the whole Seattle thing going on, you know, and you know, and bands changing and starting to wear flannel shirts and writing grunge songs or whatever, and he wanted to keep a band, like do a band in the vein of, you know, like influenced by Pantera and Sepultura and, you know, early in like NWA stuff, and just very heavy. And so I mean, our evolution has, we're always willing to try different things, you know. We think on our second record, The More Things Change, is probably like the only record where we really didn't try to branch out, and I think that's just because Burn My Eyes was so successful for the band, like a successful debut record, and they didn't really want to kind of mess with any kind of, you know, chemistry and try to do new things. And
so it wasn't like jump into experimental.
Yeah, you know, you kind of want to keep it the same, and we kind of got criticized for it, and so, I mean, the music's always, you know, I mean, it's always been heavy. There's always been definitely different influences. I mean, when we, you know, going into the Burning Red was also, we just lost a guitar player. We just had a new guy come in. We were, I mean, at that point was like, you know, just wanting to try different stuff. You know, just trying to, like, you know, bring in a different producer and try different things, you know, and so from then on, I mean, that's pretty much what we've always done, you know. And I think from the last 3 records, we really learned just to, like, that we got to a very low point in the band, and we just, you know, we decided one day, like, look, we're a metal band. This band was like, we all grew up on like Judas Priest, Iron Maiden, you know, Pantera, stuff like that. Like, that's what we are, you know. And you know, ever since that low period, we've kind of just that's what we, you know, I mean, our music evolves, but it's also we know where it comes from, and we'll keep it the same.
I mean, because at the end of the day, it still has to be Machine Head, and you guys have to be happy with it.
Yeah, absolutely, totally. Yeah,
that's great. Well, I want to thank you so much for taking